Alrighty, everybody. Welcome. Sorry about that. I thought my photos were all deleted. So today we're going to be making a Slate, who is a brown tabby cat that looks exactly like Tiger Star, has a whole bunch of scars, and has a bandana and a peach-colored pelt, but I didn't get that. Or a peach paw, but I didn't get the bandana in. So, yes, I'll be reading you chapter 1 of Into the Wild. Just let me take my camera. Hi, Lolo, come on. If you heard that, she just went, you, no. Alrighty. Lulu, come on, listen. Chapter 1. It was very dark. Rusty could sense something was near. The young tomcat's eyes opened wide as he scanned the dense undergrowth. The place was unfamiliar. Strange scents drew him onward, deeper into the shadows. His stomach growled, remembering him reminding him of his hunger. He opened his jaws slightly to let the warm smells of the forest reach the scent glands on the roof of his mouth. Musty odors and leaf mold mingled. Hey! She's like rubbing her thing. Mingled with the tempting aroma of a small furry creature. Suddenly, a flash of gray raced past him. Rusty stopped, listening. It was hiding in the leaves, less than tail lengths away. Rusty knew it was a mouse. He could feel the rapid pulsing of a tiny heart deep within his ear fur. He swallowed, ruffling his stomach. Okay, you guys gotta hear this. I'm not sure if you guys can, but she's purring. Slowly, he's lowered his body into position, crouching for the attack. He was downwind. The mouse, he knew, was no, not aware of him. With one final check of his prey's position, uh, Rusty pushed back hard on his haunches, spraying, kicking leaves up on the forest floor as he rose. Mouse divided. The mouse dived for cover, heading towards the hole. She's like, ground, but Rusty was already on top of it. He scooped it into the air, hooking the helpless creature with thorn-sharp claws, flinging it um, up in as high arc into the leaves covered the ground. The mouse landed dazed but alive. It tried to run, but Rusty snatched it up again and tossed the mouse once more. This time a little farther away. The mouse managed to scramble a few paces before Rusty caught up with it. Suddenly, a noise roared nearby. Rusty looked around, and as he did, the mouse was able to pull away from his claws. When Rusty turned back, he saw a dart into darkness. Here, let me just put you by Lola. That Angry, Rusty gave up the hunt. He spun around, his green eyes glaring, intent on searching out the noise that had cost him his kill. The sound rattled on, becoming more familiar. Rusty blinked open his eyes. The forest had disappeared. We were inside a hot, airless kitchen. Curled up in his bed, moonlight filtered through the window, casting um casting shadows on the smooth, hard floor. The noise had been the rattle of hard, dry pellets of the food as they were tipped into his dish. Rusty had been dreaming. He lifted his head. He rested his chin on the side of his bed. The dream had He had felt fresh air ruffling the soft for where the collar usually pinched. Rusty rolled onto his back, savoring the dream for a few more moments. He could still smell a mouse. It was the third time since the full moon that he'd had this dream, and every time the mouse had escaped his grasp. He licked at his paws. From the bed he could smell the bland odor of the food. His owners always refilled the dish before they went to bed. The dusty smell chased away the warm sense of his dream, but hunger rumbled on his stomach. So Rusty stretched to sleep. Oh, sorry about that. I didn't realize it was over. So, yes, thank you.